Grand rising, grand rising to everyone. Welcome to our 10th day of meditation for the New Earth Leadership Group, and the third day for those of you that are on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I am not yet. There you go. I wasn't seeing the numbers. So forgive me, I'm going to be looking down on my device as I welcome everybody. I really, really want to commend the members of the New Earth Leadership team. We have been doing this for 10 days, and most people have showed up for all 10 days. Congratulations. Anu, you're the first one every single day. Tanisha, Farida, Felita, Rashida, Nzinga, Lauren, uh, all of you that have been here consistently. I appreciate your consistency and I thank you for being here, holding space with me, because I needed this meditation just as much as all of us did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For everybody joining us on YouTube, thank you as well for joining us at short notice, because you are committed to the same thing that we are committed to. And that is just holding space, not just for ourselves, but for the collective and for Mother Earth. Thank you for remembering who you are and why you are here as we do this together. Thank you. So, Carl Anthony, thank you for being here. Hi, Natasha, Michelle, Comfortable Skin, Indira, Madiwa, Halima. I'm glad I have this device. I feel so disconnected when I can't see who is on meditation. So I'm using this morning just to welcome everybody. Trail of Truth. Thank you for being here. I always see when you come. All right. So we're going to jump right in because we want to maximize our quiet time today. What I'm going to do today is we're going to talk about the eclipse and what it's for. This is not an eclipse for manifestation at all. The skies are angry, angry. And so when the heavens are as angry as they are, you don't do manifestation. You just try to be as still as you can. Tap into whatever downloads are available to you and release. It's about releasing what no longer serves. That term is bandied about all over, but this is the moment when you truly should release what no longer serves you. Tonya will not be joining us today. She's traveling. Tonya, hello. I know you're watching. Wish you were here. I can't do what you do. We're so grateful for Tonya for what she does. Always just bringing something straight from her heart and straight for our hearts and our minds. Today, we're going to be utilizing some invocations, some release invocations from the Planetary Oracle, who I found on Instagram. I've been following him for a while, but he created this beautiful set of release invocations for today's lunar eclipse. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in as we come into coherence with each other, and breathe out. Just close your eyes, get your spine nice and straight. I think my device is a little crooked this morning, but get your spine nice and straight. Remember, your crown is connected to the heavens. And your spine should sit directly below the crown so that the cosmic energies that come in travel down your spine and is able to provide the healing that your body requires. Okay? So, nice inhale, hold, and exhale, releasing all that no longer serves us. Inhale, hold, and exhale. And our first invocation, there are 6 in total. So, just to give a little overview, a lunar eclipse in Pisces brings what has lived beneath the surface into awareness, so it can be slowly released. We are allowing the words to meet the part of our life today that is ready for completion. This eclipse series started off with a solar eclipse, fire, and we're ending with a lunar eclipse, water. There's no way that you cannot be transformed. So take a nice deep breath in as I continue with these invocations. The first invocation is an invocation of inner liberation. That is very important at this time. And it reads, O Divine Spirit, I release the identities I created to survive realities I no longer live within. I bring awareness to the hidden beliefs, fears, shame, self-sabotage, and unconscious agreements that have quietly shaped my choices beneath the surface. I dissolve the inner stories that taught me to expect limitation, repeat familiar pain, or question what I am truly capable of becoming. I no longer allow an unconscious version of myself to choose the timeline my conscious self is ready to transcend. I reclaim the authority to define who I am now, allowing a new identity to emerge through truth, awareness, emotional freedom, deeper self-knowing, and conscious choice. I become available for realities that once existed beyond what I believed was possible. So that was the invocation of inner liberation. The second invocation is the invocation of release of karmic relationships. And I know a lot of us have that. And it goes, O Divine Spirit, I release every relationship, attachment, karmic cord, and emotional agreement that has completed its purpose within my evolution. I honor what each connection revealed, but I no longer carry the lessons as a lifetime obligation. I reclaim the energy I once surrendered through longing, sacrifice, guilt, fantasy, or the need to be chosen, knowing I am responsible for my path and others are responsible for theirs. I release not only who I have outgrown, but the version of myself that once recognized that dynamic as necessary for my growth. With awareness, I choose differently now, dissolving the old patterns, the old relationship timelines, and opening space for connections that reflect truth, reciprocity, emotional maturity, and the person my soul has become. That was beautiful. The third invocation is the invocation of ancestral healing, an invocation to release ancestral patterns. And it goes, O Divine Spirit, I honor those who came before me while releasing the belief that love for my lineage requires me to repeat what they endured. I release inherited fears, emotional patterns, scarcity, silence, sacrifice, grief, and unconscious loyalties that no longer belong in this life I am creating. I carry forward the wisdom, strength, resilience, and love of those before me while allowing their pain to complete where it no longer needs another generation to continue it. Very important. What was inherited unconsciously can now be transformed consciously through me under this eclipse. I choose forgiveness, awareness, healing, and a new lineage of emotional freedom, allowing a different ancestral timeline to begin with me today through the choices that I embody now with greater peace and clarity. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. The next invocation is an invocation of prosperity. And it goes, O Divine Spirit, I release every belief that taught me abundance must arrive through struggle, through sacrifice, or exhaustion. I dissolve the fear of receiving more than I have known before and the guilt that once made me question whether I was worthy of holding it. I no longer receive abundance only for survival. I open myself to prosperity as expansion, as freedom, as stability, and purpose. I recognize that what I allow myself to receive is deeply connected to the value I consciously recognize within myself. I no longer chase abundance from scarcity. I become a valuable receiver of abundance. I become available for it through alignment, through self respect, through gratitude, trust in my own value, and conscious receiving, allowing a new abundance timeline to form through what I am finally ready to receive, to embody, and sustain. As above, so below, as within, so without. And then this invocation of divine partnership, because I know many of you are seeking divine union, divine partnership, divine relationship. So here we go. O Divine Spirit, I release every energetic bond, projection, expectation, and emotional attachment that keeps my heart connected to love that has already completed its purpose. I clear the space between longing and truth, between fantasy and recognition, and between who I have now become and who I once loved. I no longer ask the past to occupy the place meant for partnership. I open myself to divine partnership through reciprocity, devotion, emotional maturity, and conscious choice. I open myself to divine partnership that reflects the love, self respect, and awareness of conscious choice. I welcome a counterpart who recognizes my evolution, honors my truth, and is prepared to build beside me through shared purpose, presence, intimacy, emotional depth, spiritual alignment, and mutual becoming. And the final invocation under this eclipse is the invocation of divine contribution, or the invocation of purpose and success. And then we go into the silence. And it goes, O divine spirit, I release every path, ambition, and definition of success that separates me from the deeper purpose my soul came here to embody. I open myself to serve through the gifts, the wisdom, the compassion, and the presence that have been shaped through my own evolution. I allow my purpose to move beyond personal achievement and become a living contribution to the collective, carrying more love, awareness, and healing into the spaces I am meant to touch. I trust that when I create from truth, what I offer finds the people, places, and timelines it is meant to reach. I choose to become a conscious channel for work that uplifts, awakens, and expands others while remaining grounded in integrity and devotion to my own path. May my purpose become service, my service become impact, and my impact become part of the greater field of love I am here to help strengthen. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. At this time, I want us to take some nice deep breaths in and prepare ourselves for the silence. Relaxing the body fully and completely. Taking nice, deep, slow, intentional breaths. And knowing that with every breath, there is a group of people that are taking the same slow, intentional breath, whose hearts are open, who are grounded and connected to Mother Earth, and who are consciously receiving the cosmic energy that is required to expand their field of consciousness, to expand their hearts, and to expand their light bodies such that they become transmitters. Every one of us here at this moment is breathing and becoming a beautiful transmitter of light. With every breath, We send love and light to all the souls that may be taking their last breath, that may be experiencing difficulty, that may be experiencing pain, that may be experiencing loss. We send our love and our light to the people of Nepal that experienced their disaster yesterday, to the people of Colombia that are still struggling with their disaster, the people of Venezuela as well, and to all the other groups of people who are suffering but did not make the news. We send love and healing energy to them in this moment. And in every breath that we take in the silence, we know that we are sending healing to the collective. So we take a nice deep breath in and we begin this morning's meditation. take a nice deep breath in to return to our bodies and breathe out. And at this time, we bring this morning's meditation to a close. I hope that you have been blessed by this morning's meditation, both the invocations at the beginning and the silence as we went into coherence with each other at the end. May you travel through today with this beautiful energy and be the light that someone else will need today. I want to just take a moment to acknowledge Nubia, who is joining us from Guadeloupe. She has shared her beautiful poems with me, and I'm going to share one before we close off. But let me just take the opportunity. I know I acknowledged everybody before, but I want to do it again. The members of the New Earth Leadership Team or group: Jay, Johnson, Janet, Graham, Joy, Gavin, thank you for being here. Tarisha, Hathara, I knew I acknowledged you earlier on today. Sherry Ann, Danielle, Comfortable Skin, I acknowledged you already. Melissa, Farida, Felita, Felicia from Bermuda. Gianna, thank you so much for being here for the whole time. Halima, thank you for being here. Mudiwa, thank you for being here. Kathleen, Kathy, Lauren, Michelle, I acknowledged you earlier. And Coco, thank you for being here. And Zinga, Rashida, and Tanisha, thank you all for being here for the 10 days. And for the others, thank you all for being here for the 3 days. I want to let you know, whenever I disappear from YouTube and IG, it's because I'm doing work with a smaller group um, offline. And everybody here who wants to be a part of that smaller group that I will work with intensively, you can join my online community at paulaherlock.live, Live. I'll be opening new registrants come September 1. We have monthly meetups, meetings, and we also have a set of what I would call consultants, persons who can assist, practitioners that can assist with health related issues, mental, emotional, and consciousness related issues, along with myself as I do one on one sessions. Another distinction that I wanted to just make very clear to this group: there will continue to be disasters, but we must be very clear that when there are disasters, we don't send sorrow to people that are already in sorrow. We send light, we send love, we send healing energy. Otherwise, we perpetuate a cycle of sorrow and grief. So we can't send grief to people that are grieving. We must send love and light and healing energy to them. We must be careful not to ourselves go into grieving. Okay? This becomes more important as we go along because the disasters are going to continue. Do not make your nervous system be overwhelmed. Continue to meditate like this. I cannot guarantee that I will do this on YouTube, but I will certainly be doing it with the online community that I have, a growing community. All right. So thank you again. Thank you, Ingrid. I see you here. I appreciate you. You're always here. As long as you know. Thank you, Dawn. You're always here as well. And thank you to everyone who didn't type. Angela, I also saw you, Angela Chensui. Um, Thank you all for being here. I appreciate and love you all. Go in peace. Go and be the light that you are meant to be. Catherine Johnson, I know that you were sharing with us this morning. Thank you for being here for all 10 days as well. And thank you for transmitting during this meditation. Big thank you also to Tonya. I call her my ride and die, my meditation ride and die right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you.